Hey guys, welcome to a full body circuit. I'm starting here with lateral raises. Basically, you want to keep your chest up, your shoulders rolled back, and a slight bend in your arms. I then go on to frontal raises, where the same concept applies. So keep your chest up, your shoulders rolled back, and you want to keep a slight bend in your arms, so you don't want to lock out your elbows. And we did 15 reps of each. I then move on to bicep curls, and I'm doing a hammer grip, so 20 reps total. And then I'm on to a plank, so you want to keep your core very stabilized, and then you're going to row one arm at a time. This is then superset with a minute on the Stairmaster, where you're going to go as hard as you can. So Sam and I did it at level 15, which basically you can kind of keep up a run for the whole minute without completely wearing yourself out. And as I'm doing the minute running, she is doing the complete circuit, and then we kind of go back and forth for 3 rounds of that. So you don't take any rest until you've completed all 3 rounds. And the biggest thing is just to keep your heart rate up the entire time throughout this circuit, so you're going to get a full body workout along with cardio.
Alright, hey guys, so it's Sam, and I'm doing this voiceover with Victoria. So here you see me doing exactly what she was doing. I was doing a side lateral raise into a front raise, so I was keeping a continuous movement. And as you can see, my hands go up and to the side, and I'm doing like a twist, and then I move into bicep curls, and I'm doing a regular bicep curl as opposed to a straight hammer, and keeping my elbows locked, focused on the bicep, allowing the bicep to bring the weight up and not swinging the arms. So I did about 15 reps of that, and as you guys can see here, and then I'm moving on to the plank. So I get down in the plank position, keeping my core stabilized, rowing one arm at a time, pulling the dumbbell with the lats and contracting the back at the top, and trying not to rock back and forth. So as you see, I did about 10 reps each arm, and yeah, so then I also move on to the Stairmaster after this.
So this is the second circuit that we're doing, and it's on a Smith machine. You could perform this on a bench. So basically, they're assisted push-ups on the bar, and then you're going to go into a back row. So Sam's just showing you the circuit in between, because you're going to keep up with the minute of cardio in between. But as you can see me in the corner, I'm doing a back row. And basically you're just going to pull your body weight up. If you need to make it a little bit less resistance, you're going to move your knees in closer. Same thing with the dips. If you need to reduce the resistance, just move your knees in a little bit closer. And make sure to keep your elbows back and the tension on your triceps as opposed to the elbows outwards. I then go down and I'm going to perform V sit-ups. So I'm going to put all of the weight on my lower back, like pushing down onto the ground. So you don't want to have an arch in your lower back. You want to keep all of the tension on your core, and you're just going to keep your body completely stabilized while you move your legs contracting from your stomach. And then Sam's going to go with that circuit as well.
Yeah, so then I move into the push-ups, as you guys can see here, doing about 15 reps of the push-ups, keeping my core tight, and feeling that contraction in the chest and the triceps as I'm going up and down. It's easy to like swing your body, but you really have to focus on the contraction when you're doing it. So, and then I also move on after that into the inverted rows, and it's like doing a pull-up, but it's like a little slightly easier version of a pull-up. If you guys are working up to trying to do pull-ups without like any type of assist, I would definitely start with these. And my knees are bent. Keeping your knees bent is going to make the exercise a little bit easier. So I'm pulling myself up, contracting the back, and then I move into the tricep dips. As you can see, Victoria is doing the Stairmaster. The 15 level is really, really hard. So
then we move on to the third circuit. So you're going to complete 3 rounds of the last one as well. So we're going to use the TRX band for this exercise. So Sam is performing some push-ups here, and you can see that she's keeping her chest up and making sure that she is contracting her chest when she pulls up her arms. She then is going to go on to another type of inverted row, but this time she's going to use the TRX band. Her arms are going to be a little bit closer, and again, how you position your legs will either make the resistance easier or more difficult. So play around with that and see what's comfortable for you and what you find more challenging or not. And then she's going to go on to some mountain climbers using the TRX band. So she's going to put her feet in the band and she's just going to do one leg at a time. So you're going to do 15 reps of the first 2 exercises, and then I believe she did 30 reps of these, so 15 reps each leg. Then you're going to go on to some jump squats using the TRX for stabilizing your body, and you really want to think about exploding at the top and then allowing your body to fall into a squat and really keeping the heart rate up.
So now here Victoria is starting with the same thing I did. She's doing the push-ups with the TRX. These are extremely difficult, so don't look at them and think like that's super easy. These, as you keep moving back with your feet, it'll just make the exercise more difficult. Her legs are straight, and then she moves into the row in the TRX, pulling with the chest, pulling with the lats, and contracting the back at the top, and doing about 15 reps of this exercise, keeping her core nice and tight. And then she moved into like a V-up ab with the TRX bands. These are extremely difficult, and I would recommend if you want to try to do these, just take it slow and work up to it, because getting to that high position does take a lot of core strength, and she definitely has it. But don't be afraid of it, just give it a try. And then she moves into the jump squats with a lot of explosion and jumping really, really high, and just like doing these plyometric movements with the TRX. So she did about 20 reps of these. I was dying through them, but this was a great way to incorporate into the exercise.
We then move on to the last circuit, and it's a core circuit. So you're going to start with 12 to 15 of the assisted seated V-ups, I guess you could call them. And having the half Swiss ball there makes the resistance a lot more challenging. And then you're going to go into assisted rope crunches. So again, you want to make sure you contract your core and then pull down with your core, as opposed to pulling down with your upper body. It's very easy to use your upper body instead of your core, so make sure you squeeze your core and then contract going down, and about 15 reps of that. And then we're going to move on to the ball, I think it's what it's called.
Yeah, like an ab rollout.
Ab rollout, yes. And the same thing. So if you can perform these with your legs straight out, if you have that kind of core strength, do it. It's very difficult. So instead, you can put your knees down. The same thing applies, as you want to really focus on pulling the thing into your stomach by using your core, as opposed to your upper body leading the movement. So you're going to roll out, squeeze your core, and roll it in. And make sure to keep your back nice and straight and your core stabilized, obviously, the entire movement.
Yeah, no, that was really good. And I always have to pay attention to pulling back with the core and not putting too much pressure on the lower back. So definitely taking my time with this. I think that's how we ended the workout.
So this was the full body HIIT circuit. So we did 4 different circuits, 3 rounds of each, and you don't rest until the very end. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully you can use that as a workout and kill it.
Bye.